But when you say about the symbolic, I feel myself like a child, you know,
Mm-hmm.
when the teacher say, now you are going to learn how to write things, because it's so exciting.
Yes, yes.
And I feel that sometimes in our encounters, we have heard a bird singing.
Oh, nice.
One make the same words. It's so nice when you say something and the bird singing with you and the other part, blah, 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 blah. Oh, it's so nice that in the silence the bird singing, because there is a symbolic uh, all the time in IoPT. All the time there is a symbolic that join, stay together with the words or something like that.
Exactly. And remember, we had dogs barking. Remember that also during self encounters? When I told you then, yeah, the dog is the love towards yourself as a representation. And then dogs are barking. That is so nice. Then you said birds are singing. You know, what are birds? Birds can fly. It's the ultimate freedom you can have. We always, every human being is dreaming of flying. Why are we dreaming of flying? I mean, there could be many other things as well. We could be dreaming about whales, you know, going very, very deep in the ocean. No, but we dream about flying like birds, because that is the symbol of the ultimate freedom, you know. Or remember in one self-encounter when then a man came in, you know, all of a sudden he was not supposed to come in, and then a man came in, and the person was in the middle of her self-encounter. She was totally thrown off. Then the question is, what does this man represent to the topic she has, the intention she puts up there to do the self-encounter? And we as outsiders, we realized, oh, that's an important hint. But she was completely overwhelmed with everything what was going on, you know. Or when the cell phone is ringing, that's always a nice one as well, you know. And what is a cell phone? The cell phone is, if I just, exactly, it's a communication tool. But in this case, it's the communication with myself. Exactly. And that's the reason, like you said, these little things which happen. Or remember, we have now more online Zoom encounters instead of, you know, physical one. And then for some reason with one person, the connection is not, it's always breaking. You can't hear the person, the image is shifting, it's black screen. She has or he has technological issues.
The part is crucial, and then the internet goes down and the people goes down to the work, and maybe several minutes before the people come to join us to
Yes.
again. Yes, yes.
Yeah, or on the other side, you're selecting maybe 3 or 4 people, and then only with one person, you can't hear that person in your self encounter. Why is it exactly this person, but not the other person, you know? And
They finish the work, and the person are slowly clear to make.
exactly. And so you have all the lights are going down and electricity is going down. And these are, and that is what I learned through dreams, to listen and pay attention to these little things, because it's like a letter being sent to you. It's like a short message that someone around the corner brings you and say, ah, by the way, you forgot about this one. Think about it, you know. And but we are, like, I would put my glasses down. We are, you know, going through life like blind people. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And that is, sometimes you get there sometimes more information than from other things by these little things, you know, which happen.
Yes. in this case of the birds, I realized that the birds can do the several miles in one fly to take to live in this point and go to the other part of the world.
Yes.
And it's like a possibility to change everything. It's very huge.
And I remember there was one guy in the dream group when I did my formation, and he had a dream about pigeons, you know. And he was originally from Germany, but was living as a priest since many years in South Africa. And he had this pigeon dream, you know, and I was thinking like, what does that really mean? And the first one is we had that, we discussed his dream during the group. And I remember so well that the teacher said, but you know, the thing with pigeons, what's the most important one? Because we know that you can send letters from A to B and they always find their way back home. But it goes over miles and miles and miles and hundreds of miles and thousands of miles even. They will find their way back home. And that was quite interesting because he was living in South Africa and he originally came from Germany. So it is, you can of course take the countries, but I would rather say it literally like we do in the, you know, self-encounters. It's finding my way back home to myself.